Welcome back to NASIOL Details, everybody. So today, this video is going to focus more on safety. And the safety part I am referring to are hazy, cloudy headlight assemblies. They block the light from being able to fully project out of them, and it severely decreases your light's ability to illuminate the road, making it less safe for you at nighttime while you're driving. Now, I know online there's a lot of weird hacks to very temporarily clean up the headlight housing and make it clear for some short amount of time. Well, I'm not okay with that. I would rather have something more long term. So today what we're going to go over and find out is, will the NASIOL headlight restore kit, is that going to do a good job on your headlights? How well is it going to clear them up? Now, I will say the headlights on my Outback, they're not the worst. I've polished them, but it never lasts. So let's see what NASIOL can do. Can $20 and some basic parts and tools, is that going to really clear up your headlight housing? So real quick, let's do an unboxing of what you get in the NASIOL kit. Already got it open. So you get 4 of these applicators for the actual coating. And then you get, what, 2, 4, 6 different pieces of sanding paper. That's to do mechanical abrasion to remove oxidization and dead clear coat on your housing. Little instruction guide. Your bottle of headlight restore. Will this focus in? It's only what, like 10 mil of product, but you're only doing headlights, so not a big deal. Gloves, that's also very important. And you have your little insert. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be wet sanding both headlights. I'm only going to show one on camera. So the simple, basic tools, equipment that you're going to need is obviously your NASIOL headlight restore. Also, it claims it'll look new for years. Let's find out. It is highly recommended, since this is like a ceramic coating, that you have your bottle of panel prep from that manufacturer. Now, to lubricate for wet sanding, I have some Hero Rinseless Wash diluted 256:1 and tape. That way we can tape off any lines of the headlight that will be touching a painted surface. Any stuff on the top, I just pop the hood, not worried about it. Yeah, let's get going. The great thing is you can find this product at Car Supplies Warehouse. So let's go check out the headlights and see how they look as a good starting point. So let's get into it. All right, so here we have headlight number 1 that I'm going to be doing this process on. And you can see it's a little bit cloudy. Like I stated earlier, it is not the worst by any means, but I want to make it better. So here's the starting point. Now, what our process is going to be is they have 500, 1,000, and 2,000 grit sandpaper in this kit. So first off, I'm going to tape off all the headlight that touches paint, just to make sure there's a safety buffer first, so I don't accidentally scuff up the paint with sandpaper. And then after that, we're going to use the panel prep. We're going to go over the surface, and then we can coat. So real quick, off camera, I'm going to tape up the headlight housing, get it all protected on the painted surfaces, and then we're going to jump into it and get this going. All right, so it is taped off best I can. Actually, let me open up the hood all the way. There we go. So one of the struggles I had is this vehicle was recently coated in NASIOL ZR53. So tape don't want to stick to nothing. So we wet down our headlight. We are going to dig out our 500 grit sandpaper. Got it right here. 500. There we go. I'm going to wet this down too. Now, see how this goes. So I have never wet sanded before. So you want to like grab it on your hand and just start going. Now, all this milkiness is just the clear coat from the headlights. Now, I've seen from NASIOL that they recommend doing circular motions for the first pass. So I'm attempting to emulate that. Now, wet it down again. We're going to go over this with 500. Now, since I went through already and hit in a circular motion, I'm just going over it in straight line passes to help even it out as best I can. All right, 500 is done. Let's rinse it off. I'm going to wipe it down, and I'll just re-wet it every time. Now, one other tip I have heard when wet sanding, every phase you go, so when you go with your 500 and then when you go to your 1,000, what you want to do is do it a little bit longer in a different direction, because we have all these sanding lines here and it's all hazy and cloudy now and scuffed up. We're going to go do circular motions, and then we're going to do up and down, and then with 2,000 we will do back this way and do it really lightly and that should get it prepped up. So let me switch to a time lapse, and I'm going to go through both of those steps. All right, so all of the wet sanding is complete. To me, it looks like it's a nice, even sanding job. You are now going to take your panel prep, and we're gonna spray it on the headlight itself. And you're gonna wipe. And this is just going to deep clean the headlight housing. That way it can accept the ceramic coating. Okay. And I'm gonna have to wipe down the front of this vehicle again, but that's okay. Now, we grab our applicator, and you're going to fold it in half. Don't forget, take your coating, shake it up. Now, according to the directions, it says you want to do straight linear lines. You are not going to level this. You're going to get it on the surface and let it, cure. All right. Take our topper or lid off. We're going to soak our applicator. And I'm gonna just work it in to make sure it is an even application. I need a little more coating. Like that. Get all up in here. Make sure I don't sweat on it. I'm gonna double check our lines. Then we'll do one last straight pass. Now, it is protected. So, I am going to do the other side. Now, it also mentions that you want to let this cure on the surface for 4 hours before being out in the elements. So, let me do the other side, and we'll check it out and see if it turned out this good. So, I'll be back. All right. Finished product. Looks really good. Is it perfect? No. The only way you're going to get perfect is by completely replacing the assembly itself. But for $20, I say that looks really, really good. I'm going to say that's like 85 to 90% there. So, real quick, let's jump into the outro and conclude this video. So, I will catch you there. All right, that's it. We're on final thoughts. So, what did I think, or what do I think about the NASIOL headlight restore? Really easy to use. If you don't have a pump sprayer, you can just get a trigger bottle. That'll work just fine to get, a rinseless or a water on the surface for the wet sanding. It took, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes per headlight. It took a little bit longer because I was making the video and all that, but it wasn't bad. Now, for $18, if this lasts a year, I'll be happy. Anything longer than a year, I'm thrilled. I'm ecstatic. This is already a great product. You saw the finished result. It looks fantastic. So I would definitely recommend picking up the headlight restore kit if your headlights are yellowed. Now, more than likely, if they are worse than what I had to deal with, you might have to do more wet sanding in each step to help clear it up, remove the old clear coat on the headlight assembly to get a desired result. But I don't think it'd be too much longer, definitely not bad. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm excited to see how this product holds up in the upcoming future as I do different coating reviews and checkups along the way. We will see how well does this product age. And if you are looking to try out this product, you can purchase it from Car Supplies Warehouse. And, you can get all the stuff I use today. From what I've heard, if you're a business, if you own a business and you're using this product, they've said you can get like at least 4 vehicles out of this one kit. And that might be on the low side. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and have a great day. I will catch you all in the next video. See you later, guys.